Well, here we are as the music stops and everything gets a little more quiet. We only hear the machines rummaging around. Um, well, it's time to start off. I quickly just want to check sound, so you will hear a bit of an echo of me in a moment. A bit of an echo of me in a moment. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's. Okay. Yes. I think I think it sounds good enough. Um, I got a new headset, so sound might be a bit off in the beginning. Hopefully, I get some people in to say if there is anything during the stream. I mean, I have tested it in my own time and on separate recordings, but yeah. Generally, I just want to make sure that it's a good experience being here. Um, so yeah, let's see. Let's see. It sounds. The microphone sounds better, which is very nice, at least in my opinion. Um, and it also appears to be better sound that I'm receiving on my end, which is nice. And let's also get rid of the stream starting. Good. Yeah. We're in. So a lot has happened. A lot happened last time in many ways. First of all, from the streaming perspective, so many people came in, people that I haven't seen in a long time, and it was a bit like a reunion again. It was very, very sweet and nice. And then also everything feels bigger to me. I don't know, maybe I've been recording on editing on a different device, so maybe that's just it. So last time we made this massive thing, basically utilizing all of the iron nodes that we have. Also, we found Roger, the lizard doggo. Very sweet and nice. He dug up some stators for us last time. The power is going. Everything is not moving, which is exactly what we want to see to some extent. It means that, well, we're not producing too much, or rather we're not taking too much electricity or power, which is amazing. We have 6 printable coupons also. Last time we hooked up the sink so that we could get some coupons. Now this is empty, so we can keep it here. And maybe let's just redeem the coupons. We can keep this storage container here because, well, we will find more things that won't be useful to us, I think, over time. At some point we'd like to automate that aspect, but for now, that's all good. So, well, what will we do today? So, I mean, I don't have to go into photo mode. So, we have a lot of resources going on, a lot of resources being made. So we have so many iron rods here, we have so many screws, and we have so many plates also. Looking amazing, exactly what we want to see. Then also we have rotors being made, over 100 already, which is very nice. And we have also reinforced iron plates, also over 100 at this point. Absolutely amazing to see. So yeah, then we also have automated cables and wire. As you can see, a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of wire being made. So yeah, only this one constructor is constructing cable. Well, the initial idea for today is probably look to getting more efficient limestone made, because right now we're working off this single impure node and it's just taking so long that I cannot keep up with the demand of creating more foundation and all of that stuff. So that is something. Oh, hello, Garden Elf. Nice to see you back again. I might sound slightly different today. I got a new headset. Tell me if everything is sounding good enough. Yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing this stream today, or rather kicking off this stream today. So let's just get rid of a few things we don't need at the moment. The stators that Roger got us. Perfect, amazing. Is the microphone better? Do you remember how it sounded before? That's always a bit of a worry. It should be better, but I just want to make sure. So let's get. We want to have some things for this. It's all good. Perfect. I'm happy to hear. We want to have a good amount of resources with us, because you never know what you'll come across on the way. So yeah, let's look to better limestone nodes. I think that's the very first task of ours. And then we'll see from there. Let's also get some reinforced plates. So how are you, Garden Elf? Doing well? I'm guessing at work. Okay. We're not really seeing much on the map. So we marked a few normal limestone nodes, but I'm thinking if there is a pure node nearby, it would be nice to make use of that, or at least somewhat nearby. So let's try to run in this direction, because pure would just be useful. Let's see, try again. Yes, this is the one that we made use of already. There is exactly what we want to see. A pure node here. Yes, much better. That is what we should be looking to set up then. On this pure node somewhere. Up here maybe. Is this? I'm hearing a weird noise. Is it just part of the game? I guess so. It's UI volume. Maybe I'm not the only one. Yes. Well, I appreciate that you waiting for me. That means a lot. It's very special. Yeah. I wish I had more time to live stream. To be honest, that would be very nice. But yeah. Sadly, that's not the case. But maybe I never noticed this sound before. Is it always there, like constant? I can tell that it's at least grouped with UI. But I don't know. Yeah. But is it supposed to be in the game? Because it doesn't sound correct to me. I might try to do a quick restart and see if that would help, because it's definitely annoying me quite a bit. Oh, so much calmer. I mean, I like the music, I like everything else, but just that noise is particularly distracting and not very nice. Okay. Yeah. I'm not hearing it now. Okay. And the UI volume is still... Yeah. Okay. Quick restart and it's better now. Good. So, yeah, that's a strange bug, but good that it's easily fixed. It's a very complicated game, so it's just like there are so many things going on, and such a big game that from a game development perspective, as you might know, I'm a game developer, it's very difficult to have everything in such a massive game just working perfectly, so you can expect a few bugs, that's just how it goes. But yeah, here we have the pure node, so I think this is where we wanna set up. And let's, like the other miners, set up foundation also. And as you can see now we're using the concrete foundation. Let's see if the miner can fit on here. Yeah, it's not... It should be a little lower. So... let's... You are a loud one. Okay. Here. Let's go one below and it should... Got it. Very precise. Okay. Well... With VR, interesting. That must be very difficult. Oh god. Sounds fun also. I wonder how it works in VR. And is it an official VR support? That's interesting. Did I not bring iron plates? I guess not. I also need a portable miner anyway, so let's just go back. Yes, I appreciate telling him about me. I wanna check that out. What is the name of the streamer? I might check them out in my own time as well to see how that works. Very curious about it. But yeah, I appreciate you being back also. It's always nice seeing you. And I really appreciate you saying that you waited for me. That means a lot to me. Okay. So let's... We do have plates here, yeah. And then we want to make the portable miner also. Good, and then we should have enough for all the rest. Let's build a power line up to there. That just makes sense. We can connect one more here. That's good. Koala-Lumpur. Okay. Yes, I will definitely check it out. I'm very curious about that. How far are they into the game? And then we'll go a little further here. Yes, okay. And then hopefully if we can reach up here we can. Perfect. Oh, we have some sulfur. Mine it out. So, okay, yeah, yes, no problem. Hours also don't matter so much because it's kind of about how you set up yourself and everything like that, because, well, it depends on how complicated you make all the systems and so on, actually. The amount of hours. Maybe I know that some people just like making exceptionally complicated things from the very beginning, but of course that takes a lot of time. So yeah. Let's see, so we wanna set up some things here. So the plan for today, Garden Elf, is to get better limestone production. Because we are very inefficient at the moment with just one impure node, and we want to have more, essentially. So, yes, perfect. Well, it's good, very good. It It must be even more difficult to narrate in VR, to be honest. So that is particularly skillful. Okay, let's change the build mode to soup. Like, for example, this, I wonder how you would make this in VR. I'm very intrigued. Okay. Good. Yeah, so we brought a good amount of concrete with us, so we should be fine. And we might as well cut a few trees while we're here. Yes. Yeah, I mean, busy in a satisfactory sense, you would say. But it's also, it's good to just get going and to keep the downtime a little low. Yeah, so a little busy, but not, but that's to be expected. And Roger is doing well. I showed off Roger in the beginning. I also made a YouTube short about him, how I tamed him. That's up on the YouTube now, so people will get to know Roger a little better. People who weren't on the stream, which is nice. He's gonna be a special character for sure. The first pet, and let's see if we will have others even. Hopefully. Okay, so where was this power pole? It's over there. Can we reach from here? We can. So, and we should be able to just place one. Wire is too long. Slightly, just slightly too long. That's a bit annoying. Yes. Yes, okay. A short trip? Interesting. What happened on your trip? Yeah, I mean, this game is very time consuming, so it's about actually finding time to do those things, and that can, or start the game, which can be significantly difficult at times. See, this one appears to line up well, not like our others. Let's see, so unlike our other miners, we'll actually need a Mark II belt here because you're making 120 because you're a pure node. Lots of eating, yes. That's good. Perfect, yeah, amazing. Well, it's always good to have nice and new food from new places also. Let's see. I think we might just build it here instead. I think that's better. Yes. Indeed, indeed. Well, in this case, I'm very bad at cooking, to be honest, so my girlfriend is the one that cooks most of the time. But I want to be better at it for sure. So I kind of already have someone who cooks for me. A bit of a luxury, to be honest. It also makes me feel a bit bad. I want to participate a bit more, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see. No, I never could get into cooking at all. It's something that has more so stressed me than anything else. At the end of the day, I just want to eat. So, and there's a lot of effort that goes into making good food and so on. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I do really want to be able to cook. It's just something I struggle with, I think. Finding the motivation and want to be able to cook. I do make some simple things here and there for me and my girlfriend a few times, but yeah, it's very few and far between, I would say. Okay. Maybe I could narrate a cooking show. But yeah. Yes, thankfully she does like cooking, but also, like most humans, she also likes having a break sometimes, you know? So it's understandable to not want to do that all day, every day. And I do take care of myself for breakfast and sometimes lunch as well, to some extent. But yeah. So 45 times 3, right? That would be... Oh. That would be 135. Yeah, so we are already good at this point with these. Yes. Yeah. That's how it is sometimes. I think at least for some people it can be very relaxing to cook. Again, for me it's just stressful more than anything. I wish it wasn't like that. I think that's kind of what's holding me back. A lot of worry about like, oh god, is this gonna be good? Like, I'm okay with making food for myself, but if I'm making for someone else, I want to make sure that it's the best it can possibly be, but I don't have the skills to be able to do that. So, like, I'm kind of holding myself back in that sense. Well, I'm not sure if we need more biofuel actually. Maybe. But what we do need is more concrete. That's for sure. So momentarily it'll just pump into here. That's how I'll have it. Oh, and we want this to be Mark II belt also. So we don't care too much about these belts being Mark II, because they're only producing 15 per minute of concrete each. The Mark I belts can move 60, so that's all fine. But by the time they merge, we want to be able to move more than 60. Do we actually? We don't, now that I think about it. Because we're creating 45 per minute, so we can just keep it to Mark I belts. But yeah, as you can see already, we have so much concrete now building up. And this is how we'll keep it for now. Yes, indeed, I know. I know they do. And you're very right about that. It's also part of the reason why I wanna learn it, but generally I think it's just from a human perspective an important skill to have to some extent. Not necessarily being able to make gourmet food or anything, but just like being able to look at your fridge and the contents of it and decide what to put together, rather than relying on recipes and like step-by-step guidance, because that's kind of what I need with my skill level. And yeah, as said, mostly it's just me holding myself back. Like, I could make food for myself and I would be okay with that, but when I make for someone else, I want it to be special, but I cannot make anything special. And that means that my anxiety is just telling me, well, then just don't bother. And that's how my thought process works. Yes. Yes, yes. No problem at all. I'm not expecting instant replies or anything like that. Just take your time. Um, yeah. So, uh, but was it generally just a trip for food, or did you experience anything else, like nature, or like well, just a new town or something like that? What was special about this place that you went to? I can also tell you a few years ago I went to Poland myself. Um, Ended up being a slightly depressing trip, to be honest, because I went alone and I just felt very alone. um, it didn't. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong inventory. So it didn't do so well for me. I didn't get to experience the things that I wanted. But yeah, I had a trip to Warsaw. It was nice, but I just cannot say much about it because I just ended up being more in the hotel room because I couldn't get myself out due to just feeling alone. Uh, let's look at some things. Something that I think we'll want is the conveyor lift floor hole. I think that will be very nice. The wall hole will also be useful. And I think otherwise let's consider what else we could in the future. So let's get 2 coupons. And yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else that we could want? The walls can be nice, but for now we'll just keep it like it is. The ladder could be useful. But I want to keep it like this for now. Let's just buy these. Good.
As Fixit amply demonstrates, you can never have too much management.
Never have too much management. What? Alclad aluminum sheet. I don't know what that word means. But thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. That must be some thing for later in the game, along with the stators that you gave me earlier. I'm surprised that I'm getting these things from Roger, but I guess I don't mind it. Okay, so let's see. I think we want that concrete to build up. Maybe we can look at the special space elevator. Or I also want to customize, actually. I kind of like this color combo. Yeah, it's nice. We can turn everything into this color. That would be nice. Maybe keep this as our default. Is there any other color swatch? That would be nice. What is this? What does this look like? That's also nice, but I like more muted colors, I would say. See, what is this? No. It's too military-like, I would say. No. Yeah, I think the first swatch 17 is maybe the one that I would go for. This is the one that I looked at. It looks less yellow here than it does in real life. This is completely right. I like this muted kind of color. Let's try to turn everything that color, I guess. we might have some... We have the lookout tower unlocked. It is very useful for one particular reason that I can show you. And it's very interesting actually. So as you can see, it's very tall, but not only that, it gives you significantly more reach to be able to reach things further away. So yeah, let's just keep going like this. Can I reach over there? I cannot. That's fine. Oh god. This takes a while though. It's like a brush. I wonder... Customizer filter. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, but it appears I cannot just... Oh, I can turn this to that color also. I cannot just like color massive amounts at once. That's fine. Yes. So let's turn this into our primary swatch, I think. I think it will be nice. Can I reach these? I cannot. Okay. I believe that you should be able to do this default. How? That is the question. Okay. Yeah, so let's just turn it to everything, I guess. And is that now? How can I build it up here? I cannot. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I took some damage. That's fine. So if I was to build now, yes, you now have that color. Good. That's what I wanted. Well, that will be our primary color, I think, for the whole factory going forward. And yeah. But it's very tedious having to go around. At least I'm doing it now rather than later. Which is the good aspect of it. Belts also will need it, the foundations here. Sorry for a lot of screen shake at the moment. I mean, at the end of the day, we'll also likely tear a lot of things down for efficiency purposes in the future, so, but still, it's nice to just have everything like this. Okay, I guess that might be everything. Let's check the rest of the place. It's a very... I don't like the blue color on the foundation, but we will be building asphalt instead, or concrete. Wait, what's it called? I don't know. Yeah, concrete foundation. Anyway. Wasn't there a way to change it? Yes, it was just through the materials. I see. Yeah. So we will start having concrete at this point anyway. So actually, let's just convert these things into concrete. I like making use of concrete for this primarily over the foundations anyway, because it doesn't require iron plates. So yeah, just quite a lot of customizing here in the beginning. Of course, we also set up the pure limestone node, so we are having a good amount of concrete production now as well, which is useful while we're doing this. But as you can see, like, we're using up quite a lot of concrete just for this. But that's why we're making use of this new node. And it's so loud in here. Okay. Good. Perfect. Can also change you. Okay. Now we have concrete pretty much everywhere. Except for here. Okay. And here. And here. So here. There we have, so that's fine. Okay. Good, now we just have to do the same over here. Yes, sorry about this stuff. We just have to do it once and then we don't have to worry about it ever again pretty much, because from now on it will be kind of automatic for us. I can see some things also are not the new color, so we'll have to go over them. Oh, we're slowly running out of concrete also, but that's to be expected. This side. So due to the new limestone quarry, I guess you could call it, we won't make much use of the impure node, but I think for now just keeping it running for a bit is fine, but we'll take it down soon enough. Okay, so that should be all for the concrete side of things. Let's change the colors of everything where we can. Oh, am I crashing? No. I thought I was, but we're all good. I saw some orange. More orange. Okay. The belts are probably orange. Good. More blue. Okay. Maybe that is all. We might find other places that are orange, but for now, this is looking good. I want to... Oh, we don't have soup mode. Okay. Just build into this essentially, just to have something flat to walk on. Okay, good. And then here, and now we're perfectly out of concrete. But we should have some here, but let's see the new limestone situation. So we have to run a bit for it. In the future it will be routed to the base, but for now let's just run there. You can see it up there. Very nice. And hopefully still working. And let's see how much it has created in the meantime. Let's build a ramp on this side. How do I do it like this? Okay, good. Now we can just run up. Oh yes. Oh, so much better. This is what I want to see. Let's also turn you blue. This is such an improvement over an impure node. Oh, these also change colors. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the slightly darker, I think, anyway, so it's good. Well, since we have quite a bit more concrete, we can just build this out a little more. Just because. Okay, good. So now what we might wanna look at. So you should be, yes, you guys are now all extracting everything that you had. Okay, that's fine. So I want to consider whether we do exploration or we do some space elevator stuff. And I think what might make the most sense is space elevator. Let's see what kinds of milestones we can unlock at this point. We should be... I could imagine we can unlock them all. Okay, we just have jump pads. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea to just do that immediately. Because there's no reason to hold on to it other than rotors are a bit expensive, but I think it's good to just get it done.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
I see. Something that's not our concrete. Yeah. So now we have jump pads. I never really used them. I didn't find them that useful, at least in my previous playthroughs. Maybe I can find some usage for them now. So what we see now is that, well, we need to complete Space Elevator Phase 1 to unlock the next tiers. So I think that's what we will look to doing. So we essentially just need wire and iron rods, which all of this we have. We might even have all the wire that we need in here. We do not. Also, we want to route this in the future down to the down to our base. I might want to look for better copper. Let's see. Let's also change all of these things to the right color. I mean, it's a decent color for copper generally, but I think for now we'll just change it all. They should really make a better tool for changing the colors of things. I think there should be some more efficient and effective ways they could make it. Okay, and then we do the concrete as well. As you can see now, we don't have an issue with concrete at all already. It's absolutely amazing. We might never have to care about it again, but let's see what the future holds. Okay, good. Okay, and then here in the middle, and one down here. Okay, good. That appears to be pretty much all except these belts. So let's handle those. Good. And then we came here for a wire. Oh, we're already full of cable. Let's just take quite a few. Because I don't want to like run back and forth so much. Perfect. Oh, and then we'll need rods. We hear the pod coming back. Let's see if we can find it in the sky. We can. It's now blue also with our color scheme. Very nice. Okay, so rods, you are here. Good. Well, then it's the space elevator. And by the way, it is absolutely huge. In case you didn't know. Let's go up into our lookout tower. That might be better. Okay. I also quickly want to check something on my phone. Because yes. Okay. Good. Yeah. 2 seconds. I'll be right back, and then we can get to it. Because there are quite a few things going on outside of the game also. Yes. Okay. Good. So the space elevator, as you can see. So what's nice about this game is that you always get refunded what you build. So it doesn't matter so much from a long-term perspective where you place things, which is super nice. But we have the space here on the platform, so why not just build it here? And this will be a massive animation. You can see all the resources piling in, it being built over time. And then you'll see more things. The animations are beautiful in this game. Oh, I fell. That's fine. And we see this now coming in. And then these such a beautiful game.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
Oh yes, humanity counting on me specifically. So with the space elevator, I wonder why it's orange actually. That is quite strange. Yeah. Anyway, now it's not. The space elevator, we will have to feed things into it You cannot do much in here at the moment. It's awaiting cargo. As you can see, we need 50 smart plating. That's the cargo that it's expecting. So let's see how we make that smart plating. And well, it's actually quite simple. One reinforced plate, one rotor makes one smart plating. So since it's that simple, let's just start it immediately, because we can. Let's line it up with an input here. What is important to note as well is that you cannot feed the smart plating into it directly yourself. As well as I believe you cannot craft them in your hand. Yeah, it doesn't appear so. So these are things to be aware of. We can make one power shine. Oh, this is a nice little... Oh, it's very satisfying. Reminds me of Hearthstone. If you ever played that. Nice. Just clicking around. Okay, yeah, so you cannot make it by hand, and you cannot feed it by hand into the space elevator. So in this case, it's just super simple. 50 of each is what we need, and that's it. So let's just do that. We can do that manually ourselves in this case. So let's take also 50 rotors here. And then, yeah, we'll just be creating that very, very simply. I'll just double check the numbers because I don't want to waste things. You can see that. Oh god. I want 7 in one stack so that I can add you there. Okay. I don't know how to split an amount that I determine. So we have 50 rotors and then we have 50 reinforced plates. And that's all we'll need at the moment. Then we just need to power it on. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, I just want to make fully sure of the numbers because I don't want to create more smart plating than we need. But yeah, that appears to be the case. So let's connect some things. Is there a power pole nearby? You are just being used here. Okay, well, I can just simply drag you along. Good. Yeah, smart plating will be created, and that's about it. Let's put some of you back. I guess we'll want 100 just to have on us. So while this is being fed in, I'm thinking it's a good moment to go exploring to see what the wilderness has to offer. Let's also take a good amount of rotors. But I want to grab quite a few resources for that, because you can never know what you will need, essentially. The object scanner will be useful. Oh, we have 34 plates that we would want to get rid of then. Let's get rid of these rods. Biofuel will be useful. Okay, yeah, that should be all. So let's get rid of the extra plates that we have. Oh, we also have 50 additional plates that we might not need. I don't want to fill up my inventory a bunch before going out, because there will be quite a few things to get. So a good place to go might be just follow this chasm here, canyon, in this direction, and let's see where that takes us. Yes, we might want to keep the chainsaw, that's fine. Let's have berries just in case. Oh, I'm taking a screenshot somehow. So, there's a lot to explore. I remember on the first day we saw some mushrooms here. So, this means that there is a cave. If we're lucky, we can get to see some cool things. Oh. Oh yes. It's a little scary. Oh. And there are spiders.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Initial data suggests these are predators, but notably they do not have a traditional mouth or eyes. There are, however, numerous cavities on their head which could fulfill a similar function. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Yes, they're not very nice, those little creatures. But they're thankfully slightly easy to deal with, at least the small versions of them. Oh, there's a bird in here. Wow, we can go up here. Okay, let's take the summer sloop. It will be useful. Oh yes. We'll want as many as we can get of those, as well as Mercer spheres. Oh, I didn't mean to turn it completely dark in here. Good. Well, now we're not safe. Because we're getting attacked by this hog. Okay. We've got it though. It's under control. There's another doggo. Yeah. But I kind of don't want to tame it because I don't want to deal with it at the moment. Let's pick up some nuts. And these are impure, I believe. Yeah, impure and impure, yeah. So let's also get this power slug. It's absolutely amazing the size of things in this game. Like, look at this. This is the space elevator we just built. Let's go closer and see. Have a good outlook. Oh, there is another slug also, so it's a good place to go. But also a hug. Oh. Got it. The scale of things, that's the word that I was looking for. Like, look at this. Amazing. The flashlight shines far. And this space elevator. Wow. Absolutely amazing looking game. It's not, you wouldn't expect these kinds of visuals from a factory game, but that's what we have in this game, and it's amazing. I'm going so fast. Oh god. This is a normal node. Yeah, we might have marked that on the map. As you can see in the top right also, we are currently completing phase 1. We have 11 out of 50 smart plating that will just go up while we're exploring. So, yeah. I believe we might have gone up here already. This is a normal copper node. Could be useful in the future. We have gotten a bit distracted from the chasm that we wanted to follow at first, so let's jump down. Taking damage is fine. You can easily heal it with just a bit of food, and that's it. Could have also been good to go on that bridge, I guess. But is that just limestone up there? Maybe. Maybe we can look to build a ramp. Okay. yeah, thankfully it's so easy to just build things. So it's not a big worry. In this case. And let's see what is up here, if anything. Okay. I hear a sound, which is always good to hear a sound. Okay. Oh! Good thing I went up here. This is just limestone, but there is a Mercer-sphere. Exactly what we want to see. Exactly part of the reason why we go out. Okay. Perfect. We are one Mercer-sphere richer. And that's what we need. I mean, that's something that I've noticed in this game as well. That these important resources are kind of scattered higher in the world than the rest, which is why you generally kind of want to be higher. Okay, let's continue like this. Dismantle, boom, and yeah. Also look for caves, because they can be anywhere, and they likely also have important things. Oh, this is a big guy, so we have to be very careful. I don't know how many hits they take, but they charge very fast. Okay. I don't know. I believe there are 3 levels of most enemies. I don't know if this is the highest level version. Okay, come on. But I am a little scared of dying here. Thankfully, it's very easy to heal in this game. Oh god. Come on. Come on. Why are you running around me? Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Come on. I got it. Nice. They're very difficult, and it's super annoying dying in this game. Not that you're gonna be set back necessarily in terms of progress you want, but like having gone far and then dying and having to deal with that is annoying. There's a regular hog here, it appears. I'm running through it. Okay, that was strange. Well, it's handled. Okay, good. Healing. Oh god, I don't want to fall here. Here is fine. Okay. I also kind of want to be a bit quick, but I think it just makes sense to be here while this thing is, the smart plating is being built for finishing phase 1. Oh god, I have to be careful now. As you can see, you very quickly like burn through your food for healing purposes. Where's the other one? Here. Okay, good. I got it. It's also nice picking the remains up of everything, because you can use it later on. You have impure water here, which is useful. Something to also notice is that you cut these, and you will get mycelia.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Yes. Indeed. I mean, we'll want some of it at least. Oh, this also is something that we want to see. These are the last food resource.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it, does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Yes, indeed. Oh. Mycelia. Sure. We have something in here. Immersive sphere. Nice. Exactly what we want to see.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Nice.
Harvest.
Perfect. They're very scary, but where am I? I'm here. Okay. Very scary sounding, but you just have to pick them up. They are important in the future. I would hope anyway. Still, I haven't gotten to a point where I could use them in my other playthroughs. And yeah, as you can see, there is a whole exploration aspect of this game that just now we're doing for the first time, pretty much. And like resources are just scattered everywhere in this world. Something that we also could consider is, yes, indeed, it really is like that. Something that we can consider is the object scanner as well. I see a golden slug up there. That would be useful. I also see a blue one there. Oh. Wow. This looks dangerous though. Let's see if we can pick this guy up without issue. We'll take some damage, but oh, it takes a while. Okay, but it'll be fine. There we go. All good. Yeah, this just looks like death. And I think that it is. Let's look to that golden slug. Exploring a new planet indeed. Oh god. It's not very obvious where you will take damage from these green clouds, I guess. Maybe we just go up here then. Let's see. Yeah, so Garden Elf, if you weren't here, we have set up the space elevator, and you can see in the top right, we're building towards the finishing phase 1 now, which is amazing. It will be a massive step for this playthrough. The first of many massive steps. Okay. Good. Let's see. I'm not sure how much mycelia is useful to have. You can see new bushes this way. Oh, yes. This is something that we want. And I wonder where the golden one was. Is it cheating going into photo mode? I don't know. Oh, it's just there. Okay. So we can easily get that. And then we would also want to get this one. I don't know if going into photo mode would be considered cheating. Maybe. Depending on the person, I guess. Okay, good. And then there are 3 levels of power slugs. We have already collected 2 of them. And we'll collect the final level of them up here. Oh, I didn't see you at all. Okay. So, I mean, we'll be fine. Yeah. Not a big deal. Is there another one, or was it the same one that was firing? There is another one. Where? Is there? Yes, there is. Okay. Oh god. You're very good at predicting where I will be. But easy to deal with also. Let's see. So ramp up here. And just down here. And then we'll see the final level of Power Slug up here. With the purple, pinkish Power Slug. Purple, it is called. Good. Ada has nothing to say, because the Power Slugs are like essentially the same thing, all of them. We have heard what they're about. But yeah, they provide less or more power shards depending on which level of Power Slug it is. I think the blue one is just 1, the yellow one is either 3 or 4, I think, and then the purple one I believe would be 7. This is a new enemy also. They are extremely annoying because they spew out these flies.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Yes, we will. We will indeed. Bauxite, I don't know what it's used for, but I'll get it anyway. And then we might see in the future when we get there. It might be useful to have. I wonder if I can cut down some of these things. Cut this down. It just gives wood. Okay. A good amount, but still. Oh. Oh god. Yeah. We need to be prepared for these because they are very difficult to deal with. As you can see, you have to be very precise. Okay, let's try to be quick with you. Okay, good. Are there flies? There are not. Oh, but there are here. Okay. Let's be quick with you. Oh. Okay, good. Power Slug. It can be very dangerous exploring new territory, so you have to be prepared. So the good thing about these mushrooms that we're picking up is that they restore 2 health segments instead of the berries, which are 1, and the nuts, which are a half. So they're very useful in that sense. Let's also get some quartz. Why not? They don't give so much, but we'll find it useful for building some things. Maybe soon. Let's see if we can get enough quartz, that is. Or copper. Okay. Okay. Oh god, they are right in my face. Yeah, I don't like these flies. They are probably the most annoying in the game. The most annoying enemy. Okay. More Caterium. Essentially gold. And a little bit of a cave here. Oh, there are enemies in here also, it appears. There is oh god. These enemies are truly disgusting and disturbing. I don't like them. As someone who doesn't have arachnophobia, they really trigger some kind of arachnophobic feeling in me still. They're just so unpleasant. So fast and everywhere at once. Oh god. Well, I'm slowly dealing with them at least. And I thought I heard more pitter-pattering. Okay, good. That dealt with. Now we're in some kind of cave. Oh, nice. Another Mercer-sphere and more spiders. Good.
This fleeting temple homes a residence zone. Play for us.
Play for us. Okay. Good. We're collecting a lot of stuff here. It's very nice. Okay, and now we are out of here. I really did not like that space, so I'm happy to be out of it. Yeah. It is not very pleasant with those stingers. Okay, good. We'll get some more berries at least. Mushrooms, limestone, yeah, we don't need you. Our smart plating is almost done. Oh god. Good, we dealt with all of them, I think. Oh, there is one more. Of course I didn't deal with that one, and that one neither. Okay, good. So this. So there is something in the water here, which we would want. Is there? There is. More quartz also. Nice. Yeah. Quartz is something very, very useful. So I'll try to skip this one if I can. Okay. Yes, more quartz. Good. Is this a quartz node? It is. It's a normal node. That's fine. I also hear something close by. I cannot track it down. So I will have to check how I can find that thing making that noise. It doesn't sound like there's anything up here. That's fine. Maybe it's on top of this overhang. Well, finding a quartz node is actually the best. Because then we can just continue mining from it quite a bit. Maybe it would have been useful to bring a portable miner, but I mean, how much would we even need? I don't know. I cannot tell, but it's probably on top of this overhang. That thing making that noise. I also don't know exactly what the different noises mean at this point. But I will figure that out over time, I think. Okay, good. So, is there just not a good way of getting up there? Doesn't appear so. Okay. I don't like building. If I can avoid it, I try to. Oh. Okay. Because I think for the most part the developers have set up access points to pretty much everything without having to build. Okay. And it also creates a mess that I might want to dismantle again. Okay, getting a bit distracted, but let's go for this one before we lose track of it. Oh, this guy, Gator. Thankfully not that difficult to deal with. And so many mushrooms, amazing for health. And let's also dig out this Caterium. So I think we will just get a decent amount of quartz and then we'll go back home. I really want to pick up these mushrooms because they're very useful. The best health regeneration resource that is natural, so we would would like to make use of them if possible. Okay. So yes, it was a Mercer up here. I hear the flies. Yeah. Oh! I was right next to one, that's why. Oh god. I'm fine. Can I survive this? I don't know. Kind of. The flies, they're coming for me, but... Oh god. That was dangerous, but it's fine. I'm fine. All good. All good. Oh god. So, let's find this quartz node again. This fly is coming for me. Oh. There's this guy also. I don't think they do much either, they're just like passive. What is walking around me? Oh. Oh. Maybe they're not passive. Did it just sneeze on me or what? Wow, they're fast. Okay. Well, that's gone now. So, a good amount of quartz will just be useful for, well, a lot of things. We should be able to create something very soon that will help us a lot with our running speed and among other things. Jumping as well, falling. Maybe can I make an equipment workshop? I can. Well, let's do it this way. We'll need portable miners in the future anyway, so why not? Okay, 4 of them. Just place them down. And then let's see, is there anything that we could get rid of that is not meaningful? I don't think so. I mean, I guess leaves and wood. But yeah, as you can see, this is much faster. Also much louder. Yeah. Let's pick up some mushrooms while they're doing their thing. And try to deal with this guy also. Good. Oh, is that sulfur? Was I not in here? Maybe I wasn't. Okay, let's check it out. Let's also add healing to our other hand slot. Sulfur, nice. That will also be useful. So, I'm getting a bit distracted, but yeah, I mean, it's very useful to pick up these things and go exploring. Wow. This is like a fairy tale. Okay, let's go back to the miners. They should be done at this point. No, they're not. Okay. I want to get as much back as possible, so let's get rid of wood and leaves. And Deuterium we want to keep. The remains we want to keep. Bauxite also. Yeah, so mycelia will also be useful. So it'll be a bit loud for now. With the miners working next to us. And, well, check what's going on elsewhere in the meantime. So, yeah, it's a successful trip, exploration trip, I would say. A lot of good stuff we have gained. Can I enter the inventory? I can. Nice. A summer sloop, 5 Mercer spheres, absolutely amazing. 5 blue power slugs, 1 golden or yellow, and 1 purple as well. And a bunch of quartz. So now we pretty much have a full inventory. Let's just dig until we have a full inventory of them, of quartz, and then we'll go back. And then we'll see what the space elevator does. Hopefully it'll be a clear day. And hopefully it'll be day also. Okay. And just a few more we can see in the bottom left. We're up to 599. Now we cannot pick up another one. Really? Okay, whatever. I don't want to deal with this. Let's then get back somehow. Oh, that was a loud splash. Okay, let's try to get away from these flies because I really don't like dealing with them. I also really don't know exactly where I am. Yes, I know. I'm gonna be away soon. We didn't come from here. We came from something like this, I guess. I hope we can get back through here. That's a crazy tree or whatever you might call that. If there's anything useful on the way, of course we'll pick it up, like a power slug or Mercer sphere. A spitter. They're very good at predicting, but they're also very bad at running away. Nice. We have over 40 of these mushrooms now. Absolutely amazing. Okay. We can see the space elevator. Wow. Even from this distance. Being attacked by a hog. Okay. This is just iron, I believe. But let's double check. Yeah, it is. So we won't have to deal with it. See. So we have a full inventory now, pretty much. Coal? We haven't had coal yet, but what do we get rid of? I mean, at the end of the day, the miners are not very useful. We can just build new ones in the future anyway. The rods, we have full rods, I think. So, no, we had full cable. Let's just get rid of the cable then. And get coal instead. I believe we didn't get coal before. But even then it's useful, so. But Ada not saying anything makes me think that we did get coal at some point. Good. Now we have coal to add to the resume. There's a blue power slug up there. I don't really want to deal with it. I think it makes sense to just go home and check on this space elevator situation. That is what we'll want to do. Can we jump? Yes, we can. Oh! This is also something that we haven't seen before. Oh, okay. 2 hogs guarding it. So it's a crash site from another pioneer that failed their landing. Thankfully we did, so we're fine. But let's check. It's a very annoying time to find this. Repairs needed. It needs power. Cable. Iron rods. Rotors can be useful. Reinforced iron plates. Concrete. Yeah, I mean, at least there aren't so many good resources here. But let's then get rid of the rods, because we'll get something from this that will be useful. And I think we might as well also pick up these more complicated resources, so wire can also go for the rotor. This is cable and this is rods. We don't need those. What else could we get rid of? Is there anything that we could get rid of? Yeah, plates. Why not? We'll need a lot of plates, but we have a lot of plates back at base, and I think this is more important. So let's... I didn't think about that. Oh yes. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we couldn't have picked things up unless we added it to a storage box. We could have done that, but anyway, that would also have required going back. So let's just mark it here, and then we'll deal with it later. Let's give it a warning sign, I guess. That's fine. So I marked it with power because we'll need power for it, as you can see. But crash sites are very useful, not only for the resources scattered around it, but also for what they contain. We might as well pick up this power slug. It's pretty much on the way home. So, but we'll get to see that at a later point then. Was that just the crash site that I saw? Probably. Yeah. I don't see it on the compass, but that's fine. Okay. Let's go back. It's close to the base anyway. There's Caterium here also. That's useful. Yeah. So, let's see. There is a Mercer sphere up there. I think we should just get it while we're here. I think that makes the most sense. We can hear it from all the way down here. So it's a bit of a parkour trip, it appears. Let's see. Okay, up here. Again, they make pretty good paths towards things typically. So you can expect when things are high up that they have created a kind of well traversable path up to it. Oh god, I thought I wasn't gonna make that jump. I did.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Yes. They are super scary.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Oh yes, daydreaming. I wonder what they're, like, story-wise, what they're there for. Like, why they talk to me and so on. What makes them special in that sense. Well, since it's day now, and the sun is starting to set, I think it's a good time to check out the space elevator. As you can see, all of it is loaded. Now we seal it. Okay. The UI work as well in this game. It's incredible.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Oh yes, here we go. A sneak peek at what we will be receiving from the new tiers, and well, it's so well made, this. I don't understand how they did it. There we go. Oh yes, amazing. They do so well with the animations. So our 50 smart plating just absolutely expanded the top here. You saw the clouds blow away also. It's incredible.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder: not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
Yes, I do indeed prefer kittens and puppies to continue to live. So yeah, I will try my best. So now we have so much more unlocked. I don't know why it's highlighting tier 2. I guess maybe it's just the last thing that we did. So coal power will be very useful. And it might be something that we want to do almost immediately. Let's see, so I mean, you're still full of biomass, but we can see this belt not being clogged up anymore. I mean, thankfully over here they are, but it means that we are out of wooden leaves now, and we have made use of all of it. So yeah, we are kind of running out to some extent. Let's see. We can also make the protein here. So coal power is a very good start. There's also basic steel that we will need as well. Extremely useful. I never got to use the tractors before. As mentioned, I only got to early coal power in my previous playthroughs. But yeah, Xeno Basher. This will also be useful, especially the inventory slots. But I do think a good place to start is the is the coal power. Um, and then we can start scanning. Power storage. Yeah, but we have a bunch of new things. And new complicated things to build them with also. Stators we unlock here. Automated wiring. Oh yes, it'll be a lot of work. So we should be able to just straight up unlock this one. What I want to do first though is to explore what we can research from this exploration, because it usually gives a lot of bonuses.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
I surprisingly also didn't get to use the gun previously. So I think it's good to just go through this tree here for now. And yeah, let's hear what Ada has to say.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Oh yes. Good. And then we'll want to make 5 protein of any kind. I think the hog is just the simplest. Okay, good. Then let's go back.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fix-It coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes. No, let's keep the quartz. But let's get rid of some other things. So I want to go for some cable because I saw we need 1000 cable for the next research. And what's good about it is that we get 6 additional inventory slots. Oh yes, Ada's voice is amazing. They did very well. I don't know if it's... I mean, I'm guessing it's an actual voice of a human, but they did very well to imitate an AI, that's for sure. Because this game is so old that good voice synthesis didn't really exist to this extent. So... oh, I definitely won't fall in love, that's for sure. But the voice is definitely soothing. Let's see. I am taken already, so no need to worry in that sense. The 3 inventory slots, or 6 inventory slots, will be absolutely amazing. Oh.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
Indeed. The medical inhaler is also useful. I think, is it good to just go for everything? The DNA capsule, how expensive is it? It's just 1 protein? Yeah, of any kind. But yeah, it does really get lonely in this world, that's for sure. And the hand equipment slot would also be useful. I think it would be a good idea to research the gun, to be honest. Will it? I mean, yes, because we will probably go for co-power fairly soon. So let's make the alien protein then that we would need. Okay, and then we'll need the rods also. Rods we have. Good. I get a little lost in here sometimes. Is there anything cool and new in here? No. Ding. Nice. Copy machine. Okay. Interesting. Yes. Everything you can kind of interact with a little bit. Quite cool. Anyway. Getting distracted like usual. Let's get back in here. Then unlock this. Research. Oh yes, it is indeed nice with the thing.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Yes, it's a nice room. Also, all the colors have changed from the orange, most of it at least. The Fix-It branding, I guess, is still kind of orange, so... but yeah. There's the minigame. There's the manual, employee manual. Which is a lot. Very thick. And a very bad stool for the computer. Also, 2 spots for a bed for some reason, even though I'm alone. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice in here, nice and blue. We unlocked the rebar gun now.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Yes, thank you very much for the 1 second micro break. I appreciate it, Ada. Very useful. Well, let's make the gun then. Why not? Good. But we have a slight problem, we don't have any ammo, so let's make that. I don't know how much generally you should have, but... And I don't know how easy it is to shoot. But let's see how far it stacks, and we'll just keep a stack with us at all times pretty much. I think that's what makes the most sense. So much nicer with all the extra inventory slots. Yeah. 100 is also the number that I would have expected. Now we have a gun. Amazing. We can protect ourselves more easily. Well, then alien resources, we don't have any of this, or alien technology rather. Caterium. I don't think we might have enough Caterium to unlock this. I believe we do. This iron ore can just go in the sink. We also have more remains in here. Okay, good. Let's quickly throw the iron ore in the sink. Well, protection for when I go and exploit the environment for all of its valuable resources. And I get attacked by hogs and spitters and stingers.
Research completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New caterium research available.
Yes, that's very nice. And I can also scan for it. I mean, maybe there is caterium nearby. Who knows? Not very nearby, clearly. That's the closest. All the way here. It's pure though. That's nice. Okay. That's good to know. Oh yes, there will be a lot of mutants. Way too many to count. I am not the only mutant here. Okay, mycelia for biomass also could be useful.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Good. So we'll want some biomass. I guess we can make it from the mycelia, even though it's not the best, because we'll also need it for researching more. But let's do this fabric. Pest control. Indeed. Yeah, I also could live in that room. It's very similar to my current apartment either way, size-wise, so yeah.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
New research available. Okay, we have the parachute. Very nice. Oh, I didn't need to click out. We have this. Okay, that will also be very, very useful. Synthetic polyester. Polymer. I don't know what that is yet. Okay. Then we have these. Toxic cellular modification. Okay. And then we do have stators, but I wonder what this will unlock. Parachute would be useful, but I don't know if we have the fabric for it. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially do it. I live in a one-room apartment, pretty much. So, but yeah, rents are rising incredibly fast, especially in the capital of Denmark, where I live. It is very difficult to have a good place to live. So, yeah, it's just how it has to be. Oh, well, I don't have a choice but to manage, so that's how I manage, pretty much.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Yes, I do live in the capital. I come from a tiny town, but I moved to the capital for studying and work related activities, and then also for just having a better future than what that small town could give me. So yeah, but it kind of sucks being in the capital. I mean, it's nice being in the capital in the sense that okay. I just started jumping on this guy. It's nice in the sense that everything is close, but not so nice in the sense that everything is so expensive. Yeah. Yes. Oh god, yeah. Okay. That... If you share that amount of space, then it is difficult. We also share this one-room apartment, and yeah, thankfully there is more space, 34 square meters, but still, Um, it's not easy living in one room for two people, that's for sure. And that's also part of the reason why I cannot stream as much, because these are the days that she's out doing other things. And that's when I can find the time to do that, and space. Indeed, you do.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
Yes. I'm going to here because this is kind of what it feels like. That you're living and sleeping on top of each other, pretty much. And that's at my size, which it appears that you're at half that size. Yeah, it is challenging, but you just have to kind of make it work. And sadly, the cost of living and rent and everything else in the world has just gone up and up and up and up. So yeah, it is tough. It is very tough.
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Silica. That will be important. We can make a lot of it. Amazing. So, let's see. We'll want both of these to be done. So let's add them to the to-do list. I'll make a constructor for it. Makes the most sense. Organization. I'm out of rods. Was it rods? No, I don't think so. It was plates. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's so loud here. Let's get some plates. Good. Yes, I visited Poland a few years ago, 2 years ago or so. I visited alone on a trip where I went to Berlin and Poland. So yes. Oh, straight. Why can I? Oh, this is the output. That's why. Yes. So yeah, but I went to Warsaw. Sadly, I did not experience what I wanted while I was there, because I had already spent a week in Berlin, and I went alone, and it affected me a lot being alone. So at some point I kind of just started hiding in my hotel room pretty much. And yeah, I realized that if I'm traveling somewhere, I just need to not be alone, pretty much. So it was nice to have an experience of traveling alone, but I definitely realized that I don't think I can do that again. But I was in the center of Poland, pretty much, of Warsaw rather, and yeah, it was still a nice trip in itself. I went to walk. Yeah, yes, it's definitely a possibility that we'll go there. But we have a lot of places in mind that we want to travel to, so let's see what comes first. We have been to Napoli together, and it was definitely better than being alone, that's for sure. For me, at least. Let's also make 10 modular frames, because that's what we'll need. Yes. Yes, indeed. You should. You should. Yeah, the sad thing about it is that I went alone, so a lot of my anxiety came out, and it ended up with me just not like hiding in myself pretty much and just going to the easiest to go places and not and that's pretty much it. Um, like not really even trying Polish food or anything. Um, yeah, it's and it sucks because I could definitely tell that Poland and Warsaw is an amazing place to be. So yeah, I need to have that experience somehow in the future again, I think, but having it be a good experience this time. So let's also research the Blade Runners. Yes. Oh yes. I will definitely not go alone next time. That's for sure.
Blade Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
Oh yes, lowering my value to fix it by taking damage. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's make the Blade Runners, because they are amazing. This is the man. This is the equipment workshop. So, yeah, I want to go back when I find the time and the finances for it, because now finances are not as they used to be. Oh yes. Blade Runners. Let's try to get away from machines a bit. Let's also say hi to Roger. He's gotten some solid biofuel, not bad. Hey Roger. Oh, BMAC! Nice to see you back also. I appreciate you showing up. It means a lot. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you for coming by. We have done a lot of work today. And we still have some time to go, so I'm not going anywhere yet. But as you can see, a massive space elevator now exists. Not only that, we finished the first phase also. Yes, indeed. It is a little sad. I will have to have a better pen for Roger in the future, that's for sure. So we have better limestone somewhere over here. You can kind of see it. Faster concrete, which is nice. We went exploring and researching quite a lot while the smart plating was being built for the space elevator as well. Yes. Oh, I see. Yes, so time zone is very different. Yeah. Makes sense. But that's very early to go to work. That's a very, very early start to the shift, I would say. I'm used to 9 to 5. Yes. 7 to 4. Wow. That's more hours than you are allowed to work here, I think. Like from a legal standpoint. We found a lot of power slugs, some a power sloop, a lot of Mercer spheres, and new resources to work with. Yes. Yes, we typically have around 30 minutes, I think, is the normal, like, lunch time here. So that's also kind of taken into consideration. Okay, let's also unlock this.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, makes sense. It was the same with me as well. When I was employed, that is. Yeah. But it also means that you're a bit easier to take advantage of, I would say. That's been my experience. If you're working on a salary rather than hourly.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Okay, yes, good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Then we're just saving up for the inflated pocket dimension for more inventory slots, and then I think we will look to do something else. What is the crystal oscillator? Okay. Interesting. It doesn't say much. We also have the explorer. That could be cool, but very expensive. Oh, okay, yeah. It's similar to me then. I also am a programmer by profession, a game developer, more specifically. Um, let's see. What do you work with and in? In web or software engineering generally, data science, data engineering, I guess, or AI or whatever. Yeah, I don't think it sounds cool and all to work on video games, to make video games, and it is the most fun programming I have tried, but at least here in this country there are so few opportunities professionally that you are kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you specifically specialize in video games. So it sucks.
Pocket dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'm also looking to sadly change my direction a bit because, as mentioned, gaming is just not a good career choice in programming. So I'm doing a lot of web and general software engineering work in my free time, because yeah, that's something that I have to do, I think, to actually get employed again somewhere. Let's see, so we have this, we have so much more inventory space now. Yes, indeed. I mean, I worked mostly with, if you know, game development and so on. I mostly worked in engines, so in Unity is by far my where I worked the most. So yeah, but it is niche and it is challenging to find work because of that now. It wasn't as difficult when I first graduated, but now it is. It's significantly higher level. It's C#. I have been Unity works with. Yes, I do program a lot indeed. Yeah, it is to some extent, but C is still very, very complicated compared to C#. C# is more like Java, if that makes sense, rather than C, I would say. There's no real at least good access to unsafe code and memory allocations and all of that stuff. Yes, I would say C++ is the more complicated of the C prefix languages, I guess, or suffix, I think is the word that I'm looking for instead. Yeah. So Java is a pretty simple language, thus since C# is very similar to that, I would consider C# also fairly simple. Of course, that is if you're an experienced programmer, then it's simple, right? But if not, then it's complicated generally to be programming. Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Yes. So you say OOP is tougher, which I actually have the opposite experience. Interestingly enough, OOP being object-oriented programming. Because all that I have learned throughout my studies and throughout my experience programming is OOP, so I don't know how to program in any other way. So for me, everything else is actually much tougher. Well, C++ is more complicated because you first of all, you split your code into two files. So you have the general C++ file and you have the header file, which in itself requires significantly more setup. And also for, in my opinion, not as much gain from like a user experience point of view. User experience being the programmer's experience in that case. Yes, C is the same way. Yeah. Whereas and C++ also is more unsafe. There are pointers and so on that you have to work with in many situations. Where C# is simply just one file for it all and a lot of object-oriented, let's say, approaches, like built in without pointers, without like messing with memory and all of those things. Which that is mostly why I believe C++ is more complicated. It's C# is simpler to set up and get up and running, and you don't have to worry so much about performance and memory, and like specifically pointing to memory addresses. So yeah, that is it. I cannot speak much more on it because I don't have so much experience in C and C++. Yes. Yeah, indeed. It did definitely simplify C, because you don't have, from my understanding, the complicated memory allocation, and you have a more object-oriented approach to things as well through C++. But recently I have started getting into more low-level stuff also, in the form of a fairly new programming language called SIG, which involves many of the same things that C, does as well. And that's simply just to broaden my experience and capabilities as a programmer, and to also understand, I think, computers on a deeper level, as well as just generally not using as much handholdy um, things that come with C# and using already established game engines. Um, so I'm working on the low level also in my spare time as well. I think it's fun, but challenging in its own way. So, yeah. Yes, I'm hoping that I will enjoy low level. I mean, at this point, I am so unexperienced with low level that I don't think I can give a good, like, I can't really tell you whether I enjoy it or not. It will have to take some time and experience, I think. Oh yes, machine language. That is crazy. That's also something that I kind of wanted to get into. But yeah, I think at this point it's better to just go with a few things at a time. So I'm exploring web, I'm exploring low-level programming also. It has to be, and I cannot add yet another thing to be exploring on top, I think. Are you just stuck here? Because you've been here for a while. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, machine language also sounds fun to some extent. But I think also it's not a skill at this point that is as important anymore. Which is a little sad because it's how computers talk. It's how computers do everything under the hood pretty much is through machine language. Yes, indeed. Like you have all of these low-level languages that almost do all of the machine language for you in itself, and well, they exist simply to make that aspect of things simpler to work with, and that's pretty much it. Because at the end of the day, all code gets translated to machine language of some kind. Okay, so let's see. Well, we unlocked coal power. That means that, well, maybe that's our next step. Okay. Coal is here. It's pure, nice. Oh, there's a lot of coal here. Temp. I don't know what temp means. Normal and normal. So 4 normal nodes. We have 1 pure node here. But I don't see water near that node. I see water at least fairly close to these. So maybe that's the ideal place to go. And then was there another coal? It takes a while to ping. There was here that was also pure, but I don't see water near that one either. So maybe these will be where we do the coal power. Let's just say coal question mark, because it's uncertain at this point. But I think it's highly likely that it will be there. Okay. Yes. Yeah, makes sense. Yes, indeed. I think it makes a lot of sense to do it there. I think it's also where I built mine the first time. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Oh yes, it was probably interesting to do machine code back then. Was it back when you were working with stuff like punch cards also? I remember a story with uh, Bill Gates and the other guy founding Microsoft who had some of their program get destroyed or lost or something like that, and them having to do it over again on paper or something like that. Yes. It's very interesting how you can translate something physical into something like almost virtual, pretty much. Yes. Okay. I will have to look those machines up. It's very interesting hearing about these older parts to older aspects of computer and stuff like that. I like it a lot, but I'm also a programmer, so I think that's part of my interest in it. So we will need quite a few things for co-power. But it's not so bad. Not as bad as I remember it. So something we would likely want to do is... This guy is flying through the space elevator. Okay. We might want to hook up more copper, to be honest, because we will need copper sheets at this point. RPG. I actually don't know what RPG is. I've heard of Fortran and COBOL though. So, well, I think what we do is find a new copper node. No, what we do first. I know what we do first. We unhook all of this stuff because we don't need it anymore. We have better concrete at this point. Report program generator. Okay. Interesting. 30 tools that are no longer supported. Yeah. Well, BMAC, I can also tell that you're experienced in this game. I'm having this noise again that I had earlier, I think. Yeah. It's a very strange noise. I'm gonna save and reload because that helped last time. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but there was like a high-pitched, slightly high-pitched whine noise. I had it earlier and it's tied to the UI somehow, grouped with the UI sounds. But yeah, reloading helps it disappear. It's just constant, at least it was earlier. Yeah, it's very strange and distracting, but anyway, at least it's easy to fix, so it's not a big deal. Yes, so much concrete now. Nice. I'm thinking this should be enough to consider making like a highway into the base. I'm not sure exactly how I'll do it, and I'll probably redo it in the future. But let's see. So yeah, this is lined up. But I want to make some conveyor highways, I think, that just lead to the base. And I think at this point we're a bit late in the stream, and I don't want to take on coal power just yet. because we likely won't be able to finish it before I have to go for today. Not that I'm particularly close to ending this stream, but rather that, yeah, I want more time to do that. It feels better that way. See, so I might move the space elevator later. Maybe I'll extend it. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, for me it's actually a UI sound. So when it's happening, if I turn the UI volume all the way down, it disappears. But of course I want UI sounds, so I don't really want to disable that generally. So maybe we'll have storage on this side of the space elevator. That could make sense. Copper will come from over there, the copper related things, okay. Let's see, so should I just jump down here? Oh, I can see my legs. I didn't even know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's also specific to my case. It can often be a little like that with games, I think. So yeah, it's fine because it was easily fixable. But it is definitely strange, and I don't think it's intended. Okay, so let's build here. Since now we have so much concrete, I don't worry too much about the cost of this anymore. We still have that golden slug up there. Rocks are so annoying. How do I make you build 10? Okay. Oh, but the music is definitely very nice when it kicks in. I like it. Super relaxing. Let's make storage like here, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then we can build. I guess here is fine. We can then build a conveyor. Lift. I think that makes sense. How do I get back up there? That's the question. So I might just connect this directly to some extent. I don't have ladders yet, so I guess it'll just be a big ugly ramp for now. Oh, that is not the right way. Like this, I guess. Good. Yeah, that should work, hopefully. And then I'll have to try to line it up. Can I even see it from here? Probably not. Not really. Okay, that's an annoying problem. Mm. You can also continue to slide, which is nice. We made the Blade Runners earlier, but I don't actually have them on. I should probably do that to make myself faster. There's also now a new noise when I jump. Okay, yeah, so this lines up. Well, that was a weird coincidence, but lucky. Then simply what we might do is we'll make the... Where would those be? Probably in logistics, yes. We'll make the conveyor lift hall here. Okay. And let's undo these. We'll want it in this height. Over here, let's see. I don't like clipping, so it's like here. Okay, let's make a conveyor hole here also. Let's make it in the middle. Boom. Then we can go down like this. This will not be weird floating, no, it's fine. It just can barely reach, but that's fine. This storage container is not centered, so let's also deal with that. We won't need Mark II belts, so we're fine in that sense. If I'm lucky, I can just continue. No, it's only a certain distance. I mean, I don't mind it being here. It's fine. And it should be lined up now. Good. So now we have the lift. Perfect. Now we just need to get up there somehow. Oh, we can jump much higher. Nice. Okay, good. And then we'll just line it up with this massive platform. Okay, good. Foundation. Let's just build. Okay. Good, and we're here, but this one is definitely not centered, so let's do that like this. And conveyor lift. We want it like this. Good. It's definitely not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's fine. Okay. Let's... Okay. Here. And continue. Oh. Yes, it does float. Oh, I'm too busy looking at the chat to know where I'm going. Yes, it definitely does float, and that's the good thing about this game, is that you don't have to worry about physics in the slightest. Okay, so like that. This is also the first time I've used the conveyor holes, but I believe this is how they work. At least that's how I've seen them work. Also, BMac, I'm curious, you seem to at least have experience with this game. Have you finished it before? I know Garden Elf hasn't played it themselves, but Mostly just watched people play, but I'm curious about your experience. 10 saves, yeah, I get it. I get it. Sometimes it is just like that. Oh no. This is not centered. Okay. Oh god. Well, let's center it now then, I guess. Oh, but I want to make you straight, not at a slight angle. Like this. Okay. Yeah. That's also not very nice looking. I get it. What's the... let's see. Got up to phase 5. Okay. Yes. I totally get what you mean. Even though I haven't gotten nearly that far. It's very difficult to deal with an inexperienced build at first and having to like redo things at a later point. It just feels easier to start over and to just do better next time. But then you end up in the same situation no matter what, pretty much. So but still phase 5 is fairly late in the game from how I understand, so it's good progress still. Oh, okay, interesting. You can slide under. Nice. Like a movie action scene, a car going under a truck. Yeah, now we will have concrete being pumped to the base, which is amazing. Let's see what we can do with copper now. Is this pure? That's normal. This is also normal, yeah. Okay. This limestone thing we can just delete, I think, because we don't need it anymore. The same with this one. We have a pure limestone node that we work from. So yeah, this copper is probably what we want to do then. Because I think it's good to have the cable and wire that we have in our original copper factory, and then we'll make copper sheets from... Will we need that many copper sheets though? That's my question. Maybe we just slightly redo the already existing copper factory. I think that might be better. I don't feel like setting up new things. So yeah, we will need copper sheets for water and coal power and so on. So I think it would be good to set up. Let's see, we have enough for the constructors. Good. So we're creating 60 here, and then we're splitting that into 2. Yes. So we'll probably just want to make half of these machines, create wire instead, and then one half. Yeah. Yes, I think so. So one half of these machines goes to making sheets instead. Copper sheet. I don't really want to do that right now, so let's turn you off. And then let's see, look at the numbers. 20 copper ingots. And you take 15, that's an annoying number. So Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, we're creating so much cable already. We don't really need to create an insane amount of cable anymore. So the best approach to this is just get rid of you. Let's connect you directly. I think that just makes the most sense. Straight, that's fine. Then do we just send you above? I don't like that idea. Oh, it fell. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, what we'll do is quite simple, I think. Why does it have to be like this? Okay. So we just build you here and then we go up. God, cannot go up that easily. So let's default you and then, or make you straight like this, good. And then we go up. Don't want you to be. You need to be straight, not like slightly curved. Why do you do that? This. Okay. Well, default it is then. Default mode. Okay. Send you up above here, and then kind of go like this, and then if we're lucky we can place one exactly here. I think that's wrong. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Logistics. Okay, let's change it to straight. Yeah, we cannot do it that easily. We can do it curved, we can do it default. Curved works. Invalid conveyor shape. Interesting. Oh, the more it curves. Okay, I can make you default, I can make you straight, but not curve. Okay, well, then simply I can... This is not easy to work with. Okay, like this, and then... Ah. It's a little annoying. Okay, can we do something else? So, conveyor goes like this, then can we connect you easily? We can connect you with default, but I really don't like default. Let's... Oh god. So, turn you default, but send you up. No. Okay. No, I cannot rotate at all here, which makes sense. This is an annoying problem. Okay. Like that, and then like that. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. See, so let's turn you back on, and then we should have automated copper sheets, and then we'll get ready. Yes. Yes, Cardinal. Indeed. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm very happy to see you being back, BMAC. It means a lot. And also to hear about your work is fun. To hear about programming and someone who enjoys low-level programming also, very fun. That is something that I'm trying to look into myself. So. Yeah, I mean, now we have what we need to be automated. Of course, it will need some time. So let's see, what would we want to do now? I want to check on Roger. That's one thing. And how's the concrete looking here? Now we don't have to go all the way. Yeah, I mean, not a lot has gotten here so far, but as you can see, there is a lot on the way. But at least we know that it's working and being pumped in. Roger, how are you? My dog. Oh, turbo motor. I don't know what that is, but sounds important for later. I mean, maybe it's a good point to look at creating something a little nicer for you. Roger, what do you say? I don't really like making walls. Is there something nice to buy from this shop? What is this? I don't know. Walls. No, we don't want walls. Architecture. I mean, railing is not really a nice looking thing for an animal, I would say. Let's see. So, organization. I mean, there doesn't really seem to be something good for Roger. Something natural, something wooden. I guess, Roger, you will just have a yeah, a wall for a pen. The railing is maybe better because then at least you can see out. Yes, indeed, indeed, but yeah. I think the railing is probably what we should go for then, because at least it would be possible to see out from where he is. So let's get it. Oh, I didn't need to click close. Bye.
Fun fact: architecture was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around. Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
That's true. We can soup it, okay. What I would like to do is make a wall, and hopefully I can then snap you. Yes, indeed. Okay, it's working a bit strange though. I don't want you centered. Maybe. There we go. Wait, what is happening? Okay. That is how I would want it. I don't know how this would feel for you, Roger, but I think it's at least better than what you have at the moment. Can I really not extend from here? Well, I can do it here in that case. Let's soup it. Okay. And then at least you'll have much more space this time, Roger. That's That's what matters. Okay. So I just wish I could align more easily. Okay, so let's go down to you because yes. This also doesn't need to be fenced off. It should be tall enough. It's a little bit of a sad space still. Okay. Now you cannot, but you can. We will need to rail off here also. At least it'll be more of a natural space than it was. Okay, so here we soup this, and then here we also soup. I think we just build a big wall here. Yeah. Okay. Sure. It's better. It's better. Don't find a way to escape, Roger. Okay? Can you? You don't look like the smartest of individuals, but I hope that you will stay in your cage. So let me try to jump out and see. Yeah? You have no way out? Good. What about the other way? Over here? Of course. Can you come back in? Well, that means railings here also. Roger is a bit of a troublemaker, but yeah, what can you do? There we go. I mean, it's a good, decent space. Yes, it is still a bit of a cage. And yes, there is constant machine noise around. But at least there is more space. And more nature. Even has some flowers. Roger? Are you, can you escape through here? You cannot? Perfect. Amazing. I mean, that's nice. Wow, already over 500 here. You're running to here, I'm a bit worried. No, no. Really? Really? So now you're gonna run around down here? Oh. You always find your way out. I guess so, but then I don't know where he'll go and where he'll be. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to let him free roam. That is what will happen from now, I think. But Roger, I think it's better if you go this way, at least. This way. Can you? Hello? Now you're stuck on a rock. So you can find your way through these fences, but you cannot find your way around a rock. Yes. Okay. Yes. I hope that he'll stay. I hope so. He is a good boy, but a troublemaker. Definitely a troublemaker. Let's also put some of this concrete that we have back. Oh god. I'm getting used to my new Blade Runners. I'm very fast with them. I'm a little more difficult to control. Yeah, he definitely might learn from his owner. I am also, at least a bit later here in my days, a bit more of a troublemaker than I used to be. Yeah, well, what is the next objective that we will look at? Enhanced asset security is a good milestone because we'll get a better weapon. And we'll get more inventory slots and another hand equipment slot. That will actually be very important, I think. Yeah, I guess that's what we do. Okay, and then we'll need rods and wire. Do we have wire on us? We do. And we also have rods. But do we have enough rods? I don't know, I didn't check. It doesn't appear so. Yes. Okay, more rods are necessary. Not in here. Okay, then let's get some more from here. Perfect. Here we go.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Yes. They will not be forgotten, but we don't know who they are. We don't remember. Sure. Let's get the Xeno Sapper then. And, wait. That's the wrong thing. The Xeno Basher, that's the one. Okay, we'll need 2 Xeno Sappers anyway, so kind of luck in disguise, I guess. We have 1 modular frame already, yeah, so we'll just make 2 sets of these. And then we're good to go for the Xeno Basher. Good, let's also, now that we have an extra slot, we can put our gun in. And now let's make the Basher. Perfect. Nice. Much better weapon. I think that's good to have. And also the extra inventory slots and hand equipment. So we might look at steel power next, or steel production next. How's the this is maybe important to look at. How's the biofuel? Oh god. All the belts are empty. Well, that can only mean one thing. That we have to go hunt for biofuel. Well, yes, I try to be a little efficient. It's definitely a lot of progress today. But it's all about being efficient, right? Otherwise I'll fail fix it. So I have to, contractually. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. We don't want copper ingots, we don't want limestone. So let's sink those. Why not? Copper ingots and limestone. Good. There we go. So yeah, time for some chainsaw action. Where's a good place to chop down trees though? Like that direction. Yes, BMAC might also be good. Oh, yes. Yes. Indeed. How is work going for you guys? And I hope that I'm not distracting you from work with this chainsaw. Oh, to buy lunch in the canteen. Do you have a canteen at work, or is it from somewhere else? Like, I don't know, 7-Eleven, grocery store or something? Okay. You have a furniture warehouse at work, but not a canteen. That's a bit sad. Sapka. Yes. Okay. Well, get some good, well-deserved lunch then. Well, I can also say in my experience of work, I also have not had a canteen. Most of my works have been in startups, so good luck having space for a canteen in a startup. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Lots of similar stories. I guess mostly also startups then. Lacking canteens. Having to pay significantly for your own food. Oh. So, hopefully this will be the last haul of biofuel you might ever do. That would be nice. Let's see. I hear something. Is it cheating to go into photo mode? Oh, is it just the music? I think it's just music. Okay. Oh yes, it is indeed. Especially if you're in such a small home, I'm guessing you also don't have a lot of space for leftovers and so on in the fridge. That is a problem that we have. So nice frozen pizza. Minnesota, nice. Oh, Terry, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Back. It's been such a long time. A very, very long time indeed. Oh. Yes, we also have one that is like just slightly more than a what's it called? A mini fridge, essentially. So yeah, I get that. Let's make the biomass burners here. Welcome, Terry. It's so good to see you. Yes, I have been talking to Time Pass a bit myself also. Oh yes. It's amazing to see you here again. We're missing concrete, of course. I just sent all of my concrete to over here. Can I do it with one burner, maybe? Or does it have to be constant? Yeah, it has to be constant, I guess. Well, amazing to see you. I heard that you're going to Argentina soon. That's gonna be exciting. What will you be doing in Argentina? What are you looking forward to? No idea? Okay. Well, I mean, when is it? I don't know what soon means to Time Pass, so I cannot say exactly. I cannot determine exactly when it would be. Where was this crash? It was this way, yeah. Oh, it's so nice to see you, though. I've been missing you. That might sound weird, but you know, back when I was streaming Balatro and you came in like pretty much every day. Sadly, my streaming schedule won't be the same as it was back then, but yeah, I've been thinking a lot about you. Because it really meant a lot that you were here. It needs 40, yeah, it should have 40. Is it because... How do I deal with this? Okay, now I guess. Good. So, here we have a hard drive, which is a very interesting thing in this game. Very special, because it allows us to learn a lot of new recipes and so on.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Yes, discouraged. Yes. Okay. Well, we now got the hard drive that was sitting inside. Always good to have, because these will unlock things in the future. So yeah, it really means a lot to see you here. Sadly, I know that you're American and my schedule doesn't sadly align well with the American people, unlike it did previously. And so I've been streaming for a little over 3 hours at this point. Code Mango, if you remember Code Mango, an initial, very first regular viewer is also from the US, and well, it's very difficult for them to be able to join, and it really sucks, because I would love to be able to support that kind of schedule, but sadly I cannot with my current life. Teaching, okay, Uruguay, interesting, nice. That sounds super fun. While it's also not the same place. I and my girlfriend have been considering Peru also in the South Americas. It looks amazing there, and I hope you'll have a great time when you're there also. But yeah, as stated, Terry, of course, I would love to see you around, like today. But I also understand that my schedule is not the best for Americans, so yeah. Oh wow, that will be a big step then. Definitely about time. Where was the last place you went abroad? Italy, nice. I went to Italy recently. Was it Rome or maybe more around the place of Italy? It could also be the case. Rome and Florence, nice. Yes, I went to Napoli, but we're also considering a trip to Florence when the finances are in place. That is. How? 2006. Wow. Yeah, it's been a while then. It's definitely about time to go traveling. Okay, I think I've had enough of this chainsaw sound. I think we should have enough wood and leaves for biofuel for a long while at this point. So let's just get back. I have not played Slay the Spire yet. I'm considering getting it at some point. I have a few things in my Steam inventory that I can sell, so to have the money to buy it. So I really want to play it. It might be the next game I look to stream on here. I'm not sure though. But yes, I will definitely get it and play it at some point. That's for sure. How is it? I've heard that it's very good. But I want to hear your opinion, of course. Okay. See anything else? Well, yeah, we are good on this front. Yes, we should do the hard drive. Hard drives, let's scan it. Okay, so it takes 10 minutes. Yeah, some balance tweaks. Yeah, I mean, that's always the things with these kinds of games. Is so much balancing, endless balancing, pretty much. Um, but yeah, it looks great. I'm looking forward to trying it myself. And yeah, I'll likely be exploring it for the first time at some point on stream. Yeah, there's multiplayer. Wow. I saw something about that actually. I checked out the Steam page recently. But yeah, interesting. I wonder how that works even. I can't really imagine Slay the Spire multiplayer. Wow, we're consuming so much less than we can total. I guess it's... This assembler is part of it. The sink is also. The space elevator I don't think takes anything. Any power? No. Let's go. Okay. Oh, nice. Up to 3. Nice. Interesting. So, like a 4-player co-op. That's a lot of people. That sounds like fun, though. I would love that. God, I need to check on Roger. Roger? Oh, you're here. Yes. You can go graze somewhere else. Plastic. And not just in this corner here. Oh god, can I get myself stuck here? Maybe. Well, yeah, I will... Oh, I will definitely get Slay the Spire 2, that's for sure. It's just a matter of when. I'm guessing there's also Ascension and so on still. To make like New Game Plus kind of situation. Let's see. Stator can go. Copper sheets. Oh, I wonder how many copper sheets we have now. Computer. I would like to check on that actually. New characters, yes. I imagine so. I hope they're fun. I think my favorite was the... What was the... Was it the Silent, I think? The poison guy. Okay, we have a good amount of copper sheets also. Very fun for me to play that guy at least. But yeah, I'm walking around a bit aimlessly because, well, I think it's kind of towards the end, sadly. Like the next tasks would be quite time consuming and busy. Oh, I now know what's making that noise. The whine noise that I was talking about earlier. It's when I decouple in photo mode. Okay. Yes. 2 new ones. Necrobinder and Regent. Okay. Interesting. Yes. Okay. I'm guessing every character also has new cards and so on to play with. I also like that they, from a game development perspective, that they went away from Unity and into Godot. That takes a lot of guts. I think it's very, like, inspiring to see that They just made the decision. They went for it. They were like, okay, we're gonna do it this way, and it ended up working well for them. Also, yeah, which is just a great sign for the Godot engine also. That might be a little more technical, but yeah, Terry is American, so sadly the time zone, it's probably wakey time at this point. But yeah, Garden Elf. Oh, okay, that's nice. Garden Elf Terry was a very regular viewer initially when I was streaming a couple of years ago. Back then, mostly Balatro, and so it's nice to see someone from those days coming back and saying hi and all of that. Yes, I hope so too, but I also understand if time zone makes that and my current streaming schedule makes that challenging. Yes. Well, it's like everyone here, including Garden Elf and BMAC, so it appears that's when people find the time to watch live streams, generally. But yeah, don't feel pressured to come in and hang out, but of course it would be amazing to see you coming in more often. I don't know how much you know about Satisfactory, if any at all, or if you're interested in it. I also understand if the game is not interesting, that it might not be so often that you would be willing to join. That's also fine. But yeah, I will be finishing up here. Sadly, it was a lot of stuff that got done. So this is not so new. This is slightly new. Space Elevator is completely new this time around. Amazing. We got to do complete the first phase. Oh. Yes, nice. Okay. Yes. I mean, sounds fun and challenging, and also probably a bit hectic at times, I can imagine. So, Space Elevator casting a massive shadow over everything, that's fine. Built a bigger pen for Roger, who escaped it immediately anyway, so it didn't end up mattering. Built better concrete. Yes. Oh yeah. I can really imagine so that it would be better concrete. We have a lot of concrete coming in from all the way over there. I'm surprised it's rendering all of that. And now just a big box of concrete. We unlocked coal power. We went exploring also. We are now automating copper sheets that will be used for the coal power later. That will be likely next stream, so look forward to that. That will be on Thursday. Oh, What happened? Memory search. Oh, yes, let's do that then. The hard drive finished. So, the hard drive allows
Hard
this.
drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
So it allows for alternative recipes, which we can make use of to make new things. For example, I can imagine the screw recipe being useful because it requires iron ingots into screws, and what we have to do now is turn iron ingots into iron rods to then turn them into screws. So simplifying that process will likely be like better. So, oh, okay, we have the library here. Okay, good. So I think we'll just select this one. Yeah. So that can simplify our factories going forward. So also a lot of exploring. We got to research a bunch of stuff in the MAM. We got a lot of power slugs. We got a lot of Mercer spheres and a summer sloop today. But yeah, that will be pretty much the end for today. I appreciate you all coming in, Garden Elf, BMAC, and Terry also. So nice to see you again as well. And I hope to see you going forward also, as well as the others. I've been thinking a lot about you, in particular after starting streaming again. So especially when Time Pass came in, I was excited, because, well, that's to some extent my connection, a different connection to you, and also I remember that you recommended me as a rating target as well for Time Pass, and you provided the first raid for me of, I believe, 17 people back then. So I also want to thank you for that. That meant a lot. And yeah, I'm streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. Those are the only 2 days. I also upload on YouTube, and so on. If you're interested in Satisfactory, you can check out what you might have missed, and if not, that's also perfectly fine. And yeah, thank you guys for coming in and keeping me company and being an active part of the stream also. And I appreciate. Yes, thank you very much, Garden Elf. It means a lot. Yes, have a great rest of your day too. And I will see you guys in 2 days. Also for you, Terry, if it means anything, I've been live for 3.5 hours, so I start around 12 midday in my own time zone, CEST, but essentially just think 3.5 hours from what, like, take the current time minus 3.5 hours, and then that's when I would be starting streaming in your time zone. And yeah, yes, Mutant Koala, yes, indeed, I am at this point being highly radiated by everything I'm doing, and highly radiating the environment around me as well, including Roger, sadly. But yeah, thank you so much for joining today. I appreciate it all, and tomorrow will be another good day, or Thursday will be another good day of streaming. Yes, see you then, and enjoy. Have a good rest of your day to all of you, and have fun.